Number 7. It's much better to have them and not need them than to need them and not have them, so said British Prime Minister Winston Churchill. Churchill was a staunch supporter of the development of nuclear weapons. He believed that having them would deter other countries from attacking Britain. On September 6, 1945, 2 days after the first nuclear weapon was dropped on Hiroshima, Churchill met with his new American president, Harry Truman, aboard the battleship HMS Prince of Wales. They were in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean off the coast of Newfoundland. Churchill told Truman that he was glad the United States had developed the weapon and that he hoped Britain would be allowed to use one if necessary. Truman replied that Churchill should consider it already in his possession. What he meant by this is not entirely clear, but it is widely believed that Truman was offering Britain permission to use an American nuclear weapon if needed. Churchill would decline the offer. Number 8. Do you realize what a terrible responsibility we now have to bear? If these things get out, there will be hell to pay. All of us may be blown to kingdom come. This quote comes from Leslie Groves, the military officer who headed up the Manhattan Project. He was speaking to a colleague about the dangers of keeping nuclear weapons secret. The U.S. government had managed to keep the Manhattan Project under wraps for most of the war, but in the final weeks of fighting, German spies had infiltrated Los Alamos and were stealing secrets about the atomic bomb. Groves realized that if the Germans got their hands on the plans for the bomb, they would use it to develop their own. And if they did, the United States would have to nuke them anyway. So Groves ordered all of the documents related to the Manhattan Project to be burned. Number 9. I hope you realize what you have done. You have just brought the whole world within the range of complete destruction. All that I see around me now is the end of civilization as we know it. These prophetic words were spoken by Italian physicist Enrico Fermi after the first nuclear reactor went critical on December 2, 1942. Fermi and his team of scientists had built the world's first nuclear reactor under the stands of the football field at the University of Chicago. When they turned on the reactor, Fermi looked around at all of his colleagues and said, "I hope you realize what you have done. You have just brought the whole world within the range of complete destruction. All that I see around me now is the end of civilization as we know it." His prediction was not far off. Within 10 years, the United States and the Soviet Union would possess thousands of nuclear weapons capable of destroying the entire planet.